Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you are fine. This is class again. Today in this video we are going to learn about how to point out the naming words. In the previous video we have learned about the naming words and the describing words. Now today in this video we will learn how to point out the naming words. Okay. You know about the naming words is the name of a person, place, animal or thing. Here we learn how to point out the naming words. Now in this video we are going to learn. Let us see how the naming words point out. So we use this, that, these and those to point out the naming words. You can see we use this, that, these and those, use it to point out the naming words. So first of all thing, we will take the example of this and these. Okay, this and these we use it to point out the things or person which is nearby you, which is nearby me. Okay, we use it to point out the things, person. Okay, you can call an animal also which is nearby us. We can say simply us, which is nearby us. Here is only one book, so we can say here this is a book. This is a book. So if I have here more books, for example, here are more books, you can see here. So what we call now, these are books. When the word books here talks about more than one thing. Okay, here more than one thing, because book is a thing, it is a naming word. So when we said books, then it talks about more than one thing. So in that situation we use these are books. If we have only the one book, so what we say, so here we say this is a book, because it talks about only one thing. Now we see how to use that and these to point out the naming words. Do you know that things sometimes are far away from us? Like here I am in a classroom and trees are far away from me. So if I use that to point out the tree, okay, we use tree. Word tree, tree, tree talks about only the one tree. The word tree talks about only the one tree. So here we use that to refer, to point out the naming words, to point out the naming word tree. So tree talks about only one. So that means we use, in that situation we use that to point out the tree. I am sitting here and outside are trees, so what we use those to point out the all trees. These are trees. If I said these are trees outside the campus, what these are trees, what do I use? Because the word trees, trees, trees talks about more than one tree here. So here we use those to refer those trees. If we have only one that is far away from us, for example person, that is a person. Those are persons, so they are far away from us, so we can use to point out. Okay, we can use to point out these naming words with the help of that and those which are far away from us, and we can find out the naming words which are nearby us. We can use this and these. So let us read out the given sentences here, and you can get a better idea of this. So this car is big. These cars are big. So what is here? This car is big. So here in this sentence we learn, and this sentence here the car is one. You can see here the car is one, car, car. Here the word car talks about only the one car. So you can take here example, only the one car. Okay, this is a big car. Okay, here this car talks about only the one. That means we can use that is, this means it is nearby you, nearby, that means it is nearby us. So we can use this car is big. Man means that the car is very big and it is nearby you or us. So these cars are big. So means here the cars word talks about more than one car. In that situation, when the things persons talks about when the things persons talks about more than one thing, one person, what we do, we in that situation we use these. You can see here we use these to refer. You can see here talk about more than one person, when one person, place, animal and thing. When this talks about more than one person, place or thing, in that situation we use these. So here the cars, we can see cars are here more than one, so we can use here these. And in this situation here is only one car, so we learn here. And in that situation what we do, we use this. You can see when when we talk about one person, place, animal and thing, so in that situation we use this. So similarly here, that house is small, that house is small. So here we get the word house. The word house talks about only one. Here we learn in this sentence, we learn that the word house talks only about one house. So that is far away from us. And we learn here also that is far away from us. And we point out the word here, we point out the word house here, we point out with the help of that house is small, that is one. Okay, here we learn it is a one number and those houses are small. What we learn here, the word houses talks about more than one house. So here we learn that number is more than one, isn't it? One. So what we use, we use those to refer when things are far away from us and they are multiple. What we use those when the things are nearby us and multiple, we are more than one. What we use these when the things are nearby us and talks about only the one, we use this. And when the things are far away from us and talks about only one, we use that. Okay, so this is how we finished the exercise F. Now we move on to the next exercise, that is exercise G. Use this and these with these words. Okay, what you have to do, you have to use the this and these. So that means, so we have to use here this and these. That means the things are nearby us already. Okay, nearby us. So here are some given, okay, given I think persons and the things. So here what you have to do, these are nearby you and you have to use this and these. So when the glass is nearby us and it talks about only the one, so glass is one, so that means this glass, we can use this glass. Okay, this glass, it talks about the word glass talks about only the one, isn't it? One thing. So here we learn that when the thing talks about only the one and which is nearby us, we use this. In the second sentence you can see here flower. Okay, what the word flower here talks about only the one flower and it is also nearby us. So what we do, we use this. Okay, great. Child word. When we learn about the child, the word child here talks about only a one child. Okay, and it is nearby you. What you do, you use this or these. Yes, obviously we use this because the child is one and we use this child. Okay, now we move on to the next, fourth, boxes. Here the word boxes, you can get the here it strikes in your mind the box. When you heard about the word boxes, what idea strikes in your mind? The word boxes are here, more than one box. When you heard about a one box, that means one. But here are boxes. You will learn here more than one box. So what you will use in that situation when we have a more than one thing, one person, one more than one animal, more than one thing which is nearby you, you will use these in that situation. Very good. Cups. Okay, cups nearby you. Cups nearby you. Cups, the word cups talks about more than one cup. So in that situation, when the cups are things, when the things are nearby you, and talks about more than one thing, what you will do? You will use these. Very good. So let us move on to the next. Children. Children are here. Multiple of child. Okay, what you will use when the children are nearby you and they talks, the children will talks about more than one person. What you will use? Obviously, we will use these children because they are nearby. Okay, use that or those with these words. What you have used here? You have used that and those to fill these blanks here. Okay, to fill these blanks here. This is how we finish the exercise G. In this exercise G, we will learn how to use this and these, and in the exercise H, we will learn here how to use that and those. In exercise G, what we have? We have here the things and the persons which are nearby us. In the exercise H, here are the things, maybe here the persons, not a person, here is no person but an animal here. Okay, here here are the things and the animals here they are far away from you. What you will use? You have to here use that and those. Now when the word only talk about one thing that is far away from you, in that situation you will use that. Very good. In second, tree. Okay, we have learned that tree. A tree talks about, the word tree talks about only the one tree, and here we will use that. Monkey, an animal here, given an animal, so we learn here about only one animal, that's a monkey. Here the word monkey talks about only one animal, so in that situation when it is far away from us, we will use that monkey. Okay, clouds are far away from us, we are on the earth and clouds are far away from us. What we use when the things when the naming word talks about more than one is what we use, and that is far away from us, we use in that situation those. Birds are far away from us, and here the word birds talks about the more than one bird. What we use in that situation? We will use those. Okay, here the sixth sentence, sixth way, in the sixth phrase we will learn here stars are far away from us, isn't it? So stars are far away from us. Here we learn here we learn about the stars are far away from us, and it talks about more than one star. So if we have one star, so we can write here that star, but here are stars, we can use here those stars. Okay, this is all about how